Hey now, welcome to the RaceGrooves Weekend Show. This is for the weekend ending March 12th, 2017. Before I feature some comments from the week, I want to thank RC Cars 5. I had done a video on the Radiator Springs 500. I actually did it on the single cars, and I did a Big Mac truck, car hauler type thing. And he said, Mark, there's one more car you don't know about, and there he is. So now I have Ramon. So now, as far as I know, I have all of the Radiator Springs 500.5 models. I'll be looking forward to having fun with those in the future, making some special videos. Now let's go to some, now during this week, we had, I think I did three videos. Trucking Tuesday, of course. I had a case unboxing. I had to re-upload my track time video. I'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go ahead and look at the Trucking Tuesday. I did some Jada Trucks, and Rafa 56, he wanted to know what are the scale of those trucks. I opened up a couple trucks to check it out. On the bottom of the Jeep Wrangler, you can see it says 1/64 scale. Here's the Cadillac Escalade that I showed in the video. Again, it says scale 1/64. And I opened up the 1999 Chevy Silverado Dually. Again, 1/64. So on the base of all three trucks, it says 1/64 scale. In general, a lot of people think that Jada's scale is kind of a little bit larger than 1/64 scale. As I put these trucks side by side, I don't know, that Jeep sure looks a lot bigger than it's supposed to be compared to the other trucks. Now, what about the wheelbase? Let me line up the trucks side by side so that you can see the wheelbase. And these are pretty close. When you match up the wheels of the Jeep and the Escalade, they almost... Actually, I think they match up. They have the same distance. Let's check the Jeep up against the Chevy Silverado Dually. Oh yeah, big difference in the wheelbase between these two. That makes a lot of sense. If you're familiar with the Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks, here's some more comparisons so you get an idea how they are compared to the Jada. John Mueller asked, hey RaceGrooves, does the Just Trucks models have enough clearance to run on the Hot Wheels Track Builder track? I think he means a Super 6 lane. Let me go ahead and check that out. Let me bring out just one section of it. There's the Dually and the Escalade. As you can see, definitely not enough clearance for the Super 6 lane. Michael Mathis Jr. commented, there was a question I asked, is the Jeep a truck? Is the Hummer a truck? And he says trucks are classified by the GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating. Jeep Wranglers are Class 1 F-150s, Class 2. Hummer H1 Class 3 GVWR, 10,000 to 14,000 pounds. And he's curious about the width of the wheelbase. Any downhill racing planned for the Jada Just Trucks? I know that track is getting resurrected. Yes, it is. Here's a big track. I have it covered right now. Just some things sitting on there. But as you can see, here's one more piece. Now that piece is going to be put right there. And then my track will be 25 feet long. I need to move that track piece so I can get in and out through there. Now, behind the track, I have some stuff. I have all this stuff back there. And I don't think I want to see that in the video. I could have just started shooting videos, but I changed my mind. I went and picked up this paneling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a fake wall behind the track so that it hides all that stuff. This way it makes a nice, presentable video. By the way, you might recognize these. These are my platforms to my Super 6 lane downhill track that I had at home. I know you eagle eyes seen some Monster Jam on the track, so let's go ahead and check them out. Here we have Sudden Impact. This one, I don't know, 2004, 2005. It's over 10 years old, I think. Here's Lone Eagle. Oh yeah, red, white, and blue. It says 2004 right on the pack, too. Fortunately, this one, the glue came apart. So, TJ Maxx, fresh out of the package. Here you have Clydesdale, 2005. Oh yeah, right there on the package, 2005. It has this blister. It pops out right there. That really makes it hard to store. It said 2005 on the front of the package, but on the back, you can see right here, it has a copyright of 2004. Let me give you a peek at some of the other trucks that were on the back of the package. I think I have them all. There's nothing that I can see off the top of my head that I don't have. Look forward to racing them. By the way, Clydesdale, you know, Monster Jam, they changed from small hubs to big hubs. I'm pretty sure that all these trucks are big hubs. I think they are. Well, I have to get a small hub truck to put up against it to tell. Now see, this is the old style. It's got a metal base. It matches up with today's modern Monster Jam, so that means this one's large hubs. Let me match it up to Junkyard Dog. That matches up. Clydesdale matches up. Very good. You'll be seeing those in downhill racings in the future. Hey, hey, don't fall off. As far as that super 6-lane platform that I have, well, you know, it's just going to be my gravity track. I could put super 6-lane on it. Or maybe you remember this wavy lanes track. Yeah, I still got it. I keep everything. I never know when I'll need it again in the future, so I just keep a hold of it. And yeah, that's that track way over there. That's the brown base. I got to make it longer. I want to make it over 20 feet now. All right, let me give you a sneak peek in case you didn't see this track in action. If you notice, they veered to one side, so I got to level out the track. I got some shims to put underneath my towers to balance it out. As for the Jada Just Trucks, well, let's give them a race too. That's why I like having an open lane to where it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the clearance of the vehicle is. I can use this for racing. By the way, another thank you to Evariste WK. He let me know that he found a channel that had my videos, stole some of my videos. I have a whole bunch of information on that in the third segment. I'll be talking about that. Thanks for letting me know. This week I deleted and re-uploaded my last track time video. I don't know why. It only had like 50,000 views, so I thought maybe something's wrong. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes YouTube glitches, so especially nowadays, who knows? Well, guess what? I went through the transcriptions and I found a bad word, which you know I didn't say on my channel, okay? I just don't cuss. Right? That's not what we're here for. We're here to be family friendly and respectful to everybody. Another thing that I have to consider is that a viewer said, why don't you call it Triangle of Terror? Because it was my triangle layout, right? And I said, that's a good idea. So, your wish is my command. So I made it called it the Triangle of Terror. I don't know if the word terror is causing it to not show up in places. Maybe YouTube's not showing it to kids because it has the word terror in the title. So I thought, well, between that, the bad word, and then not getting good views, so maybe that's why it's not getting views. So what I did is I deleted and I re-uploaded it, but before I did closed captions. I closed captioned the whole video. It took a long time, many hours for me to close caption the video. So, hey, if you're deaf, watch that track time, because I put closed captions. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have worked. I don't even know if that video has 10,000 views yet in several days. It's not typical. On Friday, I uploaded a Johnny Lightning case unboxing. There's lots of cases unboxing videos from Muscle Cars USA. Once again, round 2, they send those to me for review. RT King 1969, the Hemi Orange. Hey, look, 1969 in his name. The Hemi Orange is the wrong color for the 69 Charger. He might know what he's talking about. It should be bright red. The Hemi Orange is a 70 color. Well, maybe. You know, they could make mistakes. You know, it's possible. Thanks for commenting. This way people can check it out for themselves. Sebastian M., they have too many Impalas in the mix. Need more AMCs, Plymouth GTXs, etc. Yeah, how about that Chevy Vega too? Okay, I like the Chevy Vega. Yeah, it's kind of hard for them to appease? Please. Not appease, that's the wrong word. It's kind of hard for them to please everybody, so I can understand, but who knows? Maybe they'll be changing up. Keep an eye on them. Paul Miller, also, is that a new turntable you're using? Yep, just bought it. Had it custom made. Let's check it out. So on the right is the turntable I've been using for years. I custom made that top. I got styrofoam and I spray painted it with textured paint. But check out the edge. It's kind of getting banged up. Somebody also asked, why don't I use a glass turntable? Well, it reflects everything, and then you can see all around the room. You can see all the dings. Underneath, I use that stuff for the drawers. It's like rubber. This way that keeps my foam piece on top of the turntable. Here's a new one. It's huge, 16 or 18 inches, I forget. There's some cars. You know what size those cars are. Oh, sorry, dude. But it's really quiet. Let me stop talking. Now, the sound you heard is straight from my camera. It's without me using a microphone. If I use a microphone, it'd be even more quiet. I'm going to hold off on giving more information on that, only because I want to test it some more before I actually give an opinion on it. I can't just use it once and then, oh yeah, it's fantastic. Well, wait, let me check it out first, and then I'll give more information. It's called a Lazy Susan. It's not a normal. It's what they use food for the family dinner table. You put it in the middle, put the food on, and you can just spin it around and get what you want. Anyways, I'm going to take a break right now. Coming up, guess what? Mattel has released another Fast and Furious 8-car set. I got pics coming up right after this. In the RaceGrooves community on Facebook, Jackson Kelsey, he found the whole set, so he shared pictures. I'm going to share those with you today. I believe he's in Australia, but people are finding them in other countries, Europe and stuff. Not in the USA, not just yet. Number one is the Honda S2000. It's in black with some like a snowflake designs on it. This is only the second time that the Honda S2000 has appeared in the Fast and Furious sets. I was never able to find that pink version. I had to buy it secondhand. Number two of the set is the Nissan Skyline GTR R34. It looks very similar to a version that's been released, but I did not double check the wheels. If you have time, let me know. Double check let me know which ones are unique to this set and have not been issued before. I hope you've been checking the card art. It once again has unique card art for each car. Number 3 of 8, 70 Plymouth Roadrunner. This might be the first time for this car too. Number 4 of 8, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Oh yeah, this is going to be a popular model. Number 5 of 8, the Corvette Grand Sport Roadster. I have a feeling this one looks exactly like it was released in the basic lineup. Just like number 6 of 8, the 70 Ford Escort RS 1600. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it had those wheels in the basics. Looks like the same paint and decos though. I think that's Paul Walker's car, no? Number 7 of 8, the 94 Toyota Supra once again shows up in the mix. It was orange before, and now it's in just basic white. I'm sure it has headlight tampons. Well, I can't say I'm sure it has headlight tampons, but I'm going to guess it does. And the last one, number 8 of 8, Subaru WRX STI. I'm looking forward to this one. I believe it's only the second time it's appeared in the mix. Also reported in the RaceGrooves community on Facebook, Hot Wheels Grease. Hot Wheels Grease. Guess where he's located? Greece! Yeah, how'd you guess? You're pretty smart. He posted that he found a basic assortment, just like I just showed you Fast and Furious. So these are the same thing. $1 mix. Well, $1 in the USA. Not quite $1 in Australia and over there in Europe. 8-car set, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2. Personally, I'll be getting all of them. Fast Fished, Riveted, RDO8, Rocket Fire. Hey, kind of cool. Rocket Fire's back. And the other 4, Scorcher, Solar Reflex. Hey, there's another car we haven't seen in a long time. Solar Reflex. Quicksand. I always look at that model and think, isn't that a Matchbox? And Slingshot. Oh yeah, Highway 35. But that's not the only Guardians of the Galaxy 2 models that Mattel is releasing. I found some character cars. Now I know this is not Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's not even Marvel. It's DC. But I thought you'd like to see this. Check it out. Cyborg. See how he has a red, he's got like metal here and he's got a red eye. So yeah, they gave him, that's pretty cool. They gave him a red eye on one side, and look, it's the other side's regular. And it does look Zamac. It just looks like it's a bare metal. We call that Zamac because that's what kind of metal it's made out of. Hey, it's got one red, no, 2 brake lights red. But yeah, I'm gonna be looking for extras of these. Oh, look over there. He has some type of weapon or something, right? Let's see on the back. You can pause that. I'm not going to read it. These are all reissues. I have all these. I need more of that guy. Now let me show you a new Guardians of the Galaxy 2 character car. You have Yondu. Check out his head. Hey, Merle! It's Merle from that AMC TV show. Yondu. So they got his hair sticking up. Look at that. Pretty cool. Fun stuff. I love the character cars. Very cool. There's the grill. Looking good. I like those little accents right there. Let you have a look at them. Oh, you weren't supposed to see. You're going to see that one in a second. He's back of the line. Okay, there you go. Groot go-kart. That's so cool. There's a look at the bio if you'd like to check that one out. They reissued Rocket Raccoon for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And if you think you already have this one, maybe you don't. This was the first release. And as you can see, they changed the wheels. Has different wheels. Those are open hole wheels, open hole 5 spokes. You can see right through them. Now they have PR5s, but the main difference is they gave him a blue fender instead of orange like it was before. Here's that one. Oh, I could have showed you that. That's the one you probably have. Let's see, who they show on back? Star-Lord, Iron Man. That was the old release. And here's the new one. There you go. There's Yondu and the Groot go-kart. Very cool. That's going to be very popular for people to pick up. As far as Iron Man, this was the regular issue. As you can see, this was the very first release. And then when they issued Civil War, they had Civil War Iron Man. But it's not the same car. It's not like they just gave it new card art. It's actually different. Well, let me show you. I got 2 loose cars. It'd be easier to show you the loose cars. This is the regular issue Iron Man. And then they came out with this version here, the Civil War version. And it's not like they just added blue dots. No, it's a whole new casting. Different wheels, but the body style is different. It's not the same car. I like them both. I have them both. So there you have Civil War Iron Man with the blue dots. And then what do? Reissue them again. But look, they gave him a new name. Now it's called Iron Man Mark 50. Oh, I should have done the math before. 55. That's minus 10. I don't even know what that is. Let's move on. Somebody will tell me. Same car, same wheels, but now instead of this card art saying Civil War Iron Man, now it's Iron Man Mark blah 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 blah. Here you go. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Groot go-kart. This is very cool. Has like a windscreen, a clear windscreen. Yeah, this is too cool. I'll bet you my kids are going to like one. Same one's on the back. Rocket Raccoon, he's got the blue fenders, so that's the new version. Gamora, she was released before. I have that already. I'm going to leave this one in the package. Now, you might have Groot. You might have got Groot before. This one's Groot go-kart. Here's the Groot. It's kind of like a pickup truck. Or flatbed truck, not a pickup truck. This was too cool as well. I had to get a few of these. I don't think it fits in the track. Not only that, he's so big he don't fit in the jammer. That's why I use these things here. You get them over there in the bait and tackle area. I'll show you that in a second. Here's Groot and Hulkbuster. This I have not seen this reissued yet. It was out for a little while last year, 2016, maybe even earlier. Let me give you a look. Yeah, I got Ant-Man, Ultron, War Machine, got them all. What's cool about Hulkbuster? You can't see it in the pic, you don't see it. But look what they show you with Groot. Hey, look who's in the back there. You can see Rocket Raccoon getting a ride. So you can take this truck and put Rocket Raccoon on there. You can take Hulkbuster, Iron Man, and guess what? You could put Iron Man in the back. Pretty cool. This thing's huge, by the way. It's ginormous. Here's the original Iron Man. And what you do is just pop them right in there. Check that out. That's very cool. But I don't know. I haven't tested them to see if he works with the second version, Civil War, or now whatever they're calling him now. Let me see. Yeah, it works just as well. Front end's about the same height, wheelbase, same length. So that's why both of them work in Hulkbuster. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Groot, the hauler. And they showed in the pic on the back that you can put Rocky Raccoon. You can put Rocket Raccoon, not Rocky Raccoon. So you can put them on there. Let's see. It's got, there you can see right there. You got wheels, parking blocks. There you go. This is fun stuff. Now, as far as these, I'm either going to keep in my regular jammers, but these guys do not fit in regular jammers, so that's why I use these larger type of, they're like tackle boxes, little utility things. And they come with these in so that you can use for dividers. I don't use those dividers. I wind up with a bunch of them. What I do is I use plastic peanuts. You can stay. I use plastic bubble wrap, and then so I'll put plastic bubble wrap so the trucks and larger vehicles don't rub each other. I also put my Hot Wheels funny cars in this because funny cars are too long for the jammers plastic cases as well. Okay, coming up next, Ask RaceGrooves. In this last segment, I call it Ask RaceGrooves, but I also share tips for YouTube as well as lots of things. You can ask me RaceGrooves about YouTube, me personally, about my studio, about my videos, well, you know, all sorts of questions about collecting, right? You can ask me all sorts of questions. And it's also where I talk about things going on with, you know, me and the channel. Well, recently I talked about how I had a copyright claim on one of my videos. You don't want to get copyright claims on your videos because then you can lose permissions on your channel, right? Maybe YouTube will say, now you can't live stream, or maybe YouTube will say you have a copyright strike, so guess what? Now you can't upload videos over 10 minutes long. So you definitely want to avoid problems with your YouTube channel. But like I told you at the beginning, I was told somebody's stealing my videos. Thanks again to Evereste WK for not only did he tell me someone stole my videos, but he gave me a link so that I can go to that channel and do what I gotta do. And here's that video. Look, Hot Wheels, oh, those Hot Wheels stole my video, the Hot Wheels channel. But if you look, it's 2,000 subscribers. It's not the Mattel Hot Wheels channel. Someone just called their channel Hot Wheels. But as you see, there it is. There's my Speedy Pizza Fold and Go playset pizza. Uh-oh. I'm missing a Z. I better fix that. I check out the other videos on that channel and look, he has other videos. One of them's got 1 million views on it. That's not his video. But there's Speedy Pizza. I scroll down some more. Oh, look at that. There's my Monster Jam Smash Up Stadium, my Gorilla Attack, that Mutant Machines. That's not mine. I filed a claim on Speedy Pizza first, but I forgot to save a screenshot. Here is the Monster Jam Smash Up Stadium, and this is how you file a copyright claim on somebody who stole your video, okay? You click on the more, that more area, and I only know how to do it on a computer. Click on more, there's report, click on report. It'll open up a menu. You want to select the infringes on my rights, and there's infringes my copyright. Once you select that, in the bottom right, you can see the submit button. Click that. It'll bring you to the copyright infringement notification page. I fill out all the appropriate forms. I give the link to his video, give a link to my video so YouTube can see that it's my video. It's been up there for years. There's more information below there, but it has my personal stuff. I can't show you that. After you finish, you send it. Next thing you know, I get an email from YouTube. Copyright infringement notification confirmation. Thank you for your submission. It is under review. So now YouTube will be checking it out in just over an hour. That's pretty fast. I got an email from YouTube. Hi, RaceGrooves. Thank you very much for your notification. The content has been removed. Now I saved the original link to the video, so when I go back to that page, bam! Hot Wheels Speed Pizza. Oh, what is that? This video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by RaceGrooves. Maybe he misspelled it. I better check my video. Now that he has the 1 strike, I'm going to go back. Remember that Monster Jam Smash Up Stadium 5-pack? Yeah, that's my video too. I'm going to report that. I get the notification from YouTube that they have received the submission and it is under review. This time it took a few days, but thank you very much for your notification. The content has been removed. Now, when you find a channel stealing your videos, what you do on your computer, bookmark that channel so you don't lose that channel. That's how I went back to the channel and I've got the Monster Jam Stadium to file a claim. Well, now he has 2 strikes. Let's go ahead and give him a 3rd strike so his channel can be shut down. I go back to his channel. Dun, 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 dun. He's gone. He must have already had a copyright strike, or they just decided they had enough. So YouTube says this account has been terminated because we received multiple third-party claims of copyright infringement regarding material the user posted. Now, one more thing, let me show you. I got this in my email. This is something that you can sign up from YouTube. You know, they send you notifications about videos and whatnot. So I guess this thing is called Regarding View, R-E-View. And this is what I want to point out to you guys. I'm sharing with you that I struggle for views, right, with my track time. Well, look at this line right here. It says, be the first to watch and share these high velocity views. Now, you might recognize some of these celebrities here. Well, I'm not a celebrity. I do okay on YouTube, but it's not quite the millions of views that other people can generate, which makes me and other channels wonder if there's a future on YouTube. A lot of other toy channels, family channels, they're just taking a hit on the views, and we're trying to provide, you know, family-friendly content for viewers to enjoy. And, you know, I don't have any control over that. Now, Cameron Myers, in regards to the previous thing I talked about, the copyrighted people claiming the music on my channel, Cameron Myers says, thank you for the info on the copyrighted music. I do music covers, so I have some work to do. Yeah, if you go to, if you're on a computer, I don't know where it is on the app, but if you go to a computer, look on the bottom, it says Creator something. Let me look that up. In the bottom right side of Creator Studio, all the way at the bottom, it says Create. You click on that, and it'll say Audio Library, Music Policies. That's where you want to go to check out what songs you can cover, what songs can you use for free. That's where you want to go. Faster the Dragster, I hope they free up your copyright claim soon. Yeah, it was done within 2 or 3 days, pretty quickly. He has an issue with his channel as well, and he used lots of sound effects and music and stuff. He says he has one too, somebody claiming his stuff. It happens a bit, actually. I think these artists have their music on several sites for use, and one company will claim it over another. I wonder how many people don't do anything to counterclaim, and with these companies raking it in for all their hard work, just over one song. Yeah, you know, and that's the problem with Pond 5, is that an artist can put their music on Pond 5, and then you pay for the rights to use it, right? And then that artist can turn around and say, well, I don't want to have my music there. And then they take it and leave. And then they put it somewhere else. Well, then that company notices the song on my video. Hey, they claim it. That's mine. No. I bought it when it was on Pond 5. You can't turn around and change the rules. The time I bought it and I put it on YouTube, it was legal. You can't change the rules. Now, I don't know if that's the deal with, you know, popular music. I told you links before, right? Create, blah, blah, whatever. Go down there. It'll tell you what songs you can use. Some songs you can use, and it'll allow you to use it, but they get the money. Some songs, they don't allow you to use, period. Don't use them. You don't want to strike. If you don't care, you don't care. But if you want to earn money off of your videos, or if you want to live stream or this and stuff like that, you got to follow the rules. Now, for covers, some songs, they'll allow you to cover the song. And YouTube gets their money from the ads. You'll get a portion of the money from the ads. And then that company who owns that music, they get a portion of the ad. I don't know the percentages because I'm not into cover songs. But with Faster the Dragster, yeah, you know, that's the issue with music. So now, for a long time, I just use YouTube's music because if something comes up, I just say I got it from YouTube. It's supposed to be free. Ken Windsor, I now watch all sponsors to, I guess, help you out. If you let the ad play, you know, that's up to you. You can let the ad play. If you choose not to watch it, if it doesn't pertain to you, you know what? If I'm at home and the TV's on and then the ads play and then it comes back to the show, if I just allow it to do it, there's nothing wrong with that, right? If I want to fast forward through it, if it's recorded, I can do that. Now with YouTube, if you don't mind, you're just listening, you just let the ad play and then my video play. You know, I don't see any difference in it. But definitely do not click on the ads to send me money. Because now you're stealing the money from the advertiser. You're intentionally stealing the money from the advertiser to do it. Now, so it's my interpretation. I think you can just allow the ad to play. But you don't have to allow more than 30 seconds to play, okay? Once it gets like 15 or 30, I think it's 30 seconds, then we basically, creators get the credit for the view. Now, with the way YouTube's going, you know, I thought I'd be able to rely on the views. The kids watch the videos. They get lots of views, which allows me to do some of the hobby videos, which don't give it, like this video here, it's gonna, maybe I'll get 10,000 views, and it takes me a day and a half to make this video. So I started a Patreon account, And the link's down in the description below. And at the end of the video, one of the links will be for Patreon. And it's the one with my cats. I just took a picture just to use that right now. So if you want to support RaceGrooves via Patreon, you can just $1 a month, $2, whatever. If you want to support what I do, that's a way for you to do it as well. Now, as far as if you watch the sponsors, you know, it takes 10 people, no, 5 people. I think it takes 5 people to watch an ad before I get a penny. So it takes a long time for me to get the money. Mr. HW, 1968. Wow, I didn't realize you have been collecting since 1998. I myself have been collecting toy cars since I was 7, 1978, but Hot Wheels since 1981. This is a great hobby, and I only like to collect realistic cars. I will collect only certain treasure hunts because collecting all gets to be too expensive. I also like to find cars at garage sales and have been pretty lucky with my finds. Keep up the good job. Yeah, you know, so I bought cars for my kids in the 90s, and then by 98, I got sucked up into it too. So I had cars when I was born in the 60s, so I had cars back then, but then they went to my younger brothers. So they're gone. I grew up, and now I'm back into the hobby. Now, he likes to collect only realistic cars. Fantastic. Buy what you like, buy what you can afford, and enjoy the hobby. If you only like realistic cars, that's what you look for. Treasure hunts, he talked about treasure hunts because last week I showed treasure hunts and super treasure hunts through the years. If you'd like to see the last weekend show, that's what I talked about in the third segment. You know what, if I find a super, fantastic. Now, if I don't get a certain super, if it's a super I don't need, I don't have to buy it off the secondary market later on. Besides, I can even wait a year, 2 years, 3 years. And when the thing gets like $10, I don't care. I can wait. He also talked about garage sales. Yeah, you got garage sales, you got yard sales, you got flea markets, you got collector shows, and I don't want people to just focus on what is the new stuff in the stores right now. Yeah, Mattel and all these companies would love to just buy that stuff, but that's one part. But there's other parts of the hobby as well. You can buy vintage stuff. You can customize. And I play with the cars. You can open them up, display them loose. There's so many facets to the hobby. There's no one way for you to enjoy the hobby. Whatever people decide to do, have fun. Do what you want to do. And on that note, Mr. HW1968, he's been a subscriber to my channel for many years. So I appreciate him still being around. Tamiga Drummer, I wish I were closer to you. What you do in your videos looks like so much fun. Yeah, it is kind of fun. And I'm in the warehouse, so I showed you the downhill track that I'm building. Well, I'm going to have a lot of downhill tracks. I'm going to have opportunities for people to come by, help me do some downhill racing videos, right? Some friendly competition. So, yeah, I wish you were closer, too. I don't know where you are, to be honest with you. I assume you're not close. You said you're not close. Manoa Jocelyn, hey, RaceGrooves, I have a Porsche in which the rear wheels do not move. Is it an error? He says it's actually a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Is it an error? Well, look, for me, the broad definition of an error is if it wasn't supposed to be released like that, then it's an error, right? That's pretty broad. But look, to be honest with you, a lot of people would say that's a factory defect. That's not an error. That's a defect. Yeah, I know there's a hypocrisy. I know it's confusing. I get it. It's a little confusing to me, too. Certain errors, I will not collect. If there's like a car and it has like flashing stuck, the metal flashing gets stuck and it sticks in the wheel. I don't buy those. Yeah, it's technically an error, but for me, it's not something that I would buy as an error. Now, unfortunately, you know, they open it up and the rear wheels don't roll. In the USA, we can actually, they have a money-back guarantee. I believe they still do. And so we have a guarantee in that regard and we're protected. I don't know about other countries, though. RM Yazid, and I can't read this. I don't know what this is. But I posted this here because, to let you know, anytime somebody posts a language other than English, RaceGrooves is worldwide, okay? Only 40% of my views comes from the USA. And then, of course, UK, Canada, and there's a lot of countries that can speak English, right? Or English speaking. So, of course, most of my audience is English. But to be honest, most of my audience isn't in the USA. So if they post things like this, they're free to post what they want. However, I always run this through a translator because I read every comment. I got to make sure nobody's cussing. Everybody's being respectful. So I ran this through Google Translate, and this is what it said. I'm not sure if he's trying to be rude or is he being friendly. I left it because it's not that big a deal. Well, he says, you're old. Well, duh. Yeah, I know, but I collect toy cars. I can collect. It's a collect. You know, buy what you want, collect what you want. And I'm not sure, you know, if he's being rude or not. So I left it. Now, if someone's being really rude to me, I just ban you. Okay. I have a right to exist without being abused by people. You have a right to exist without being abused by people, right? If someone giving you a hard time on your channel, just click next to their name and it'll say hide this user's comments from your channel. Goodbye. And guess what? They'll keep commenting, but what they don't realize, it only shows up on their screen. You don't see it. So they think, haha, they're giving you a hard time. You're not even seeing it. If you don't want to see their comments, just block them. And another one. A Ruski. And my last name's Kasimov. I don't know very much Russian. I know some foods, Valeniki, Borscht, but I was adopted. My dad's side of the family is Russian, but I don't speak any other language. So I got to run this through a translator. Hello, I'm Russian. Good luck. Good luck to you too. Thank you for the kind comment. And then he posted again. I'm Russia. Good luck in your videos. Hey, he speaks English. Or I use Google Translate. I don't know. Or what's Google Translate? Use some translator from Russia. Actually, he said he's Russian. That doesn't necessarily mean he lives in Russia. I don't know. Now, earlier I talked about Mr. HW 1968. He's been collecting for decades, right? Here's Spartan Oreo 1848. My friends keep telling me to throw out or sell my collection of cars because I'm too old for the toys. And he says, I'm not too old. I'm only 12, but should I get rid of my collection? No. Now, somebody was helping him, commenting that, you know what, those people are telling you to get rid of it? They're bullies. They're telling you what to do. Don't let nobody tell you. Are you hurting nobody? No. You enjoy the hobby? Enjoy the hobby. If you're done with it, you want to let him go? Let him go. It's okay. But it's your decision. Don't let nobody else tell you what to do. So I'm glad that person was helping you out. If you want to collect, if you want to play, that's up to you, okay? It's your hobby. You enjoy what you want to do. Thank you for checking out this RaceGrooves weekend show. If you're back, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. I mentioned Patreon. There's the link that I was talking about, as well as some other things if you'd like to check them out. Thank you for watching, and have fun with your toys. Bye-bye.